Okay, y'all ever just had a really random ass vivid dream that you want to share? Because that's pretty much what this video is today. I had one of the most vivid dreams last night that I'm recording right now just so I can remember and process it. And hell, if anyone wants to, take this and make like an animation or a comic or like a fan fiction or something of that, I'd be all for that whatsoever. But I just had to share this dream I had of Gohan in My Hero Academia, like going to UA last night, because it was very vivid and I'm just like, okay, bruh. So last night in this random dream I had, Gohan, for whatever reason, got accepted to UA, like, the superhero school of My Hero Academia. And he ended up in Deku's class. And so when he gets to the class, he's very polite like Gohan is. And he's just like, hello everyone, how's everyone doing? Like, thank you for having me. I hope I'm, a nice student to all y'all. And, most of them just like, okay, yeah, cool. We'll let the new kid sit with us. We don't mind. And they're all just wondering to themselves like, oh, so what? I wonder what his quirk is. I wonder what his quirk is. But this is the same day they're doing like fitness tests. Again, like it's a dream, so there's no rhyme or reason or continuation of like, no continuity basically of what's going on. So basically they go outside, test their quirks and say like, okay, I wonder how far you can throw this ball. It's the very first ball thing they do. So Gohan, gets the ball, and instead of being like in the actual anime, since he's in the superhero school, he's like, okay, I should show them how strong I am, and so he chucks it. And since Gohan's just insanely powerful as a 14 to 15-year-old kid, it goes halfway across the planet, and Aizawa's looking at him like, what the heck? And all the class is just looking like, what the hell, and stuff like that. And Bakugo's sort of pissed off like, what the heck's going on? And so I think it might have played a role. I don't know why this played along with that old video I did. You remember that old video I did back last year, how Kid Goku would do in My Hero Academia's exam? I think maybe that had a play in this dream. I don't know why, but anyways, he chucks it. Everyone's just staring at him like, damn. But the fact that he was humble about it and so chill about it is the thing where all the students start to, go, oh, we like Gohan, he's really cool guy. And then like he starts doing really well on tests. He becomes like second because Gohan's so intelligent with test taking whatsoever. So all the people are just like, oh my god, Gohan's smart too and strong. And pretty much all the girls in the class fall for him, like Mina Ashida is just like freaking in love with him. Freaking Yaoyorozu is just like, oh, wow, he is quite the cutie and he is intelligent as well. And all the girls are just basically crushing on Gohan hard. And he starts to become really popular somewhat because he just sort of keeps to himself. He just studies and does his thing. But then Bakugo doesn't like the fact that he is so great and so powerful whatsoever. So he's just like, hey Gohan, son, why don't you like fight me or something like that? And then Gohan was like, I'm just more into, being a strong hero. I want to be Saiyaman, savior and stuff like that. Bakugo goes, I don't care about that. Heroes need to learn how to fight. And so if you don't do it, I'll give you a chance. And so Bakugo attacks him, and Gohan pretty much, it's not even a fair competition. He's basically, in my dream, he was basically like One Punch Man of this universe, just so OP that you couldn't even fathom being on his level, because even if he was weakened than how he was as an 11 and 9-year-old when he fought Cell, he's freaking so much stronger than all the other people because he's just got this Saiyan blood. He's been training with Goku and Piccolo, and so like when Bakugo goes to attack him, he easily just teleports behind him and just chops him on the head, and it's over. And Bakugo is like knocked out cold, and like, what the heck happens? And then in my dream, there was this they had the sports festival, and so during the sports festival, Gohan is just owning everything. Like that first round is just like, his speed is just so insanely fast. It's not even a record. Like, and he can fly too, so people aren't taking account like, this kid can he run fast, he can fly, he can do all this, he's super strong, super just athletic, stamina whatsoever. And so he's just blowing through it, and everyone is just so impressed, like, what does this kid want? Like, how is he so powerful? What is his quirk? And Gohan's just like, depending on what your quirk is, I'm not really sure what that means. I use ki, so they start using ki as like a term for his like quirk, even though like this isn't something I wrote out. This is just how I remember it playing in my brain in my dream. It was just not logical. This is what happened. And so he goes through the tournament. He's blasting through all the tournament, just going through it, and then it gets to the fight scenes, which pretty much everyone remembers. And Gohan is just pretty much One Punch Kid. Like, this is how I know it was a dream, because or how I remember it's like a dream, because there's no continuity during the fight scenes. Like, he practically fights people he shouldn't be fighting because of he fights everyone in the tournament, like everyone. It was just like him versus every single person who fought in the tournament. He fought the brainwash guy, but for some reason he just knocks him out the ring. I don't remember why fully he did that. He freaking knocks out the Vine girl, he knocks out May, he knocks out Ida, he knocks out Todoroki. And the Todoroki fight, I remember him, like, Todoroki trying to do all these ice moves, but Gohan just like kept powering up and turning Super Saiyan. Everyone was just like, what the heck's that? Why is his hair turning blonde? What the hell? And he was just like burning through all the ice relatively fast, so he just finger flicks Todoroki out the ring. And then like Bakugo is trying his damnedest to attack him and blast him, doing all this stuff, and he's just blasting. But Gohan's pretty much just standing there tanking it. He's just like, this is nothing. I remember the Ginyu Force through harder things like this. And so he's just getting blasted. And he's just like, okay, Bakugo, you tired out? And Bakugo's just not giving up. And then Gohan just, elbows him out the ring, and it's done. And for Deku, he was actually trying to help Deku, because he was like, Deku, if you're trying to, he calls him like Midori. He calls him Izuku. What did he call him in my fucking dream? I don't know. I think he said Deku. I don't remember. See, I'm trying to say everything before I forget something, because you know how dreams like fog in and fog out. But let's just say he called him Deku. And he's just like, Deku, having this sort of power is not good if you keep breaking yourself. Maybe I can help you with that. And so Deku's just trying to, attack Gohan, and Gohan's just effortlessly dodging him whatsoever. And then like he just goes, come over to my house after you get trained. I'll show you what to do. And so he just chops in the back of the neck. And then during the dream, I don't see them go to each other's houses, but I saw like, oh, they become friends. They're good friends with each other now. They're like hanging out. They're best buddies, just chilling with each other. And studying with each other, doing all this stuff. And then they do that hero challenge test where the students have to fight against personal heroes, and this is where Gohan really just gets to show his stuff, because so basically during his test he got through it so easily. He was fighting which hero was he fighting? I can't remember. I can't remember. He fought one of the teacher heroes in my dream. And Aizawa tried to use his, thing on him to, like his power of like, I can erase quirks with my stare, but Gohan still had like insane strength from all the training he'd been doing. So it's just like, even if you take away my like ki or something like that, I'm still insanely strong from all the push-ups and gravity training I did in hyperbolic time chamber and all the training with my dad, Mr. Piccolo. So yeah, pretty much effed. And so he just knocks out Aizawa. And then it comes apparently clear that Gohan is vastly above all of the teachers at UA. And so like the teachers, like even All Might's like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna try this. And All Might takes off his weighted things because they were hindering him, and he's like, come on Gohan, let's see what you can do. And Gohan's like, okay, let's do this. And so him and All Might have this good fight, and all the students are just absolutely shocked that Gohan is fighting on par with All Might whatsoever. And so Gohan's thinking All Might's probably holding back. All Might's like the top hero, so he's got to be holding back, so I'm gonna hold back as well. And then like All Might just gives it his all and just like goes, okay, I'm gonna just lay my punch out. And then Gohan blocks the punch effortlessly and just looks at him just like, okay, yeah, let me try one of my own. And then he just lays him out. And then it's at this point he lays him out so hard that he goes flying through the buildings, and he actually reverts back to Toshinori, and he's just like, oh shit, I can't let anyone see me like this. And so they get all the teachers to hide him, and then all the teachers have this meeting to be like, okay, wow, Gohan is insanely strong. He's stronger than all of us, like pretty much combined. I don't know what we can do to like, I'm so glad he's on our side, but like, what kind of quirk is this? And all the students, and like pretty much all the students, even those like a-hole students, like the girl with the big arm and all this stuff, they are all like coming up to him, and it's like, so what is your quirk? What is your thing? And it's just like, how are you so strong, Gohan? And Gohan's just like, I did a bunch of training with my dad and Piccolo, like that's it. And everyone's just like, just training? What? And then he's like, yeah. And then he flies home, and everyone's just like, there's got to be more to this kid. There's got to be more to this kid. And so when he flies back down the next day, people are like, Gohan, how do you fly? Is that part of your quirk? And he's just like, no, everyone can fly. And they're just like, what? yeah, everyone can learn how to fly. It's pretty easy. You want me to teach you? And Gohan's just like, all the class like, yeah, let's see what you can do. And so like pretty much all of his class shows up. Even Bakugo. Bakugo's like, oh man, I could do a lot of stuff if I could fly, so I'll go show up. And so Goku's basically teaching them about how to do like key techniques and all this. And he shows up and freaking is showing them, teaching them, and all the girls are just like, wow, Gohan, you're just so great, and they're like swooning over him and they're in love with him. And he just shows them, yeah, that's how you use your ki. And after a while, it's pretty interesting though. It was pretty interesting. Like, this is where it gets random, because freaking Saitama shows up at the end for no reason. Saitama just is walking by in like this hoodie and it's just like, excuse me, do you know where the grocery store is, whatsoever? And they're just like, oh, it's over there. And then I woke up. That was it. Legit, that was my dream. It was so vivid. I remember it so well. I remember the fight scene so well, so clearly. And I'm just like, man, Gohan versus Todoroki. I can't believe they finally animated this. Like, if they could do an OVA of this, because Gohan was just going to UA to be the Great Saiyaman. He wanted to be Great Saiyaman when he grew up. Like, it was just an awesome dream. It was one of those things I was just like, damn. I want to see that as a crossover special. If they could do that, like Toy or whoever listening, Bones, like if you could animate something like that, it's just a one-off special, that would be incredible. But I just want to share that with you guys and gals, because if any of you guys are artists or animators or drawers, stuff like that, like I by all means send it to at Jaxblade Fitness, my Twitter, or something like that, or just send your art to me on any of those site things, because I'm just so curious if you guys would do that or animate, because that was something where I was just like, I want this. I want to see this like actually happen. That was just so dope. Gohan being practically the One Punch Kid teen in My Hero Academia, and then since he wasn't like a douche or anything like that, he's just so likable and lovable. It was just, oh my god, it was great. It was great. It was a fun dream, but just wanted to share that with y'all, and that's what I had to say. That's pretty much it. Just wanted to share that with y'all because it was a random dream I had and it cracked me up, and I wanted to, you know, share it. But anyways, you know, the yearly special is coming on the 13th or the 14th. I don't know which one I want to do this year, but like it always comes every year, so don't worry about it. And I had a lot of fun. I actually got kicked out of the mall for filming this one, so I hope you enjoy it. Anyways, keep calm, booyah on, don't forget, momentai, and I'm gonna get back to work, and I'm almost done completely with Project Deku, so I'll have a release date for that for you guys shortly. All right, peace.